Hello, everybody. All right, hi. So I'm in the bedroom because my husband's watching some action movie like he usually does. It's either action or sports, neither of which I am like super into because it's a lot of like noise, right? Anyway, we're gonna finish up our paper sculpture and submit it if you're doing this one with me. Okay, so I'm gonna go take out my paper sculpture that has all those little tiny squares and some diagonals, and go to the first step. So it says, I'm gonna scroll down. I have to form the shape next. Okay, so I'm gonna work from the corners, and so I'm kind of stretching it out to get back to my diagonal fold. And it says I need to form like a little mountain at the edge. I don't know why they're calling that a mountain. It doesn't look like a mountain to me. I'm just working from the tutorial. And I'm thinking, I don't want to stop doing this. I want to do, okay, so I pinched, what would you call that? It's almost like, I don't know, a cliff rather than a mountain. Okay, so I've got my cliff, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So you have to kind of fold down your furthest outside edges, and then we get something like this. Okay, can you see that? This one I should probably do it both ways, but I'm just guessing. So we'll see if I'm right. Fold down that outside edge, and that fold again. So we've like given this paper some folding memory, is what I would say. That's what I would call it. Okay, so I have like one of those little cliffs around each edge. Okay, and I could go like this. Which one I missed? And I can do it the other way. Okay, so it's almost like I've got this little platform. Alrighty. So it says the next fold we're going to do is not a mountain, it's a valley. So if you look at this really close, the edge, well, this one's easier to see. The edge is pointing up. So now we've got to make one that goes down in. So we've got to go to the next fold and crease it again. So you can see that. Start to see I'm going to the next fold. It's very hard to show with, I need a better setup. Like when I'm at school, I use one of those document cameras, and I can make it go up on the big screen, we call it. It's just from the projector. So if you're in a room, in a classroom, it's a lot easier. But just from home on my laptop, not as easy. Okay, getting this. So it's like this. It's like each corner is going to have, let's see if I can figure out. I get so backwards with this video. Aha! There we go. So we've got one pointing up, and then the next one is what they call a valley. So it's going down, and we're doing that all the way around. Guess we're going to have another 99-degree day here in Florida. guessing you guys are probably getting pretty hot up there in Alabama. Maybe not up to 100, but we're all having a heat wave. Okay, got it. So I think what I want to do is I want to try and photograph this step before I go to the final, because I want to take a picture, so I'm going to pause it. Apparently I pushed the button there by mistake. Sorry. Oh my goodness. So I don't know if you guys are having this problem, but this thing is like so bouncy and excited. It was really hard to get a picture of it because it just kind of wants to flip, and I had a hard time getting it to calm down. So, but I got a photo, so I'm going to go ahead and send that to my desktop. Pause a second. Alright, and then I just have to repeat my steps. So, I like to open my photo in Photoshop, and you guys can use whatever method that you like to use to crop and I guess kind of enhance or edit your photo. I think that that's important in the art world. You know, you want to have the best representation of your work. Okay, so let me put myself out of the way here. And there's my picture. Alright. I'm going to crop it a little bit. You can see this time I wasn't able to lean it up so that it was vertical. I had to lay it down, and I had to stand over top of it facing down so that I was getting, you know, the whole square and not altering the perspective. So I tried to make it as much into a square as I could, you know, the sculpture, and then look down directly upon it so that the face of my phone is parallel to the face of my sculpture. And now I'm going to just crop it and move myself. Got that one little crooked corner there. It's just kind of popping out, but I mean, it's just, you know, whatever. There we go. Good. And you know, I like to do that brightness contrast, increase the contrast a little so you can see all the folds. And there we go. This is my step 3 progress. Save my computer. Saving it as a JPEG. Alright. I think I did that a little differently last time. I think I put step 1 and step 2. Oh well, I can fix that easy. Okay. So now I just need to upload that photo as progress photo number 3 to the discussion board, and then I'll make another quick video. Actually, I'll just attach it to this one. Let me just pause a minute. Okay, so here I am in the discussion board, and I'm adding on to my post. You can tell these are like nighttime photos because yeah, it's pretty cool. And I don't think I showed you this before, but I'm hoping you guys see this as well. The edit. If you don't see edit, let me know. And I think I tried that before, allowing you all to edit. If you can't edit, you can always just reply to yourself. But since I can edit, I just don't know if that's just me. And then, so I got to the space where I want to put the sculpture, and then I'm going to go back up to add. Let's see what I want to add. Alright, and I changed the name to Step 3 Paper Sculpture so it matches the others, because I'm just a little bit insane like that. I guess it's a big file. Alright, there we have Step 3. Okay, now I'm going to pause and go do the final. I just wanted to say I realize now what I'm looking at. This is in the final photo. It's actually a square, but two of the sides are pulled out, and so it's like folded over, a square folded over. You know, so now we just have to go mountain valley, right? Mountain valley, mountain valley, mountain valley, till we get to the center. Okay, I'm going to pause and do that. I just wanted to show you what it's starting to look like. I'm like pulling out my edges here. And I'm starting to get like, see, I have the outside edge as mountains, then valleys, and then I did another mountain and valley, and I'm just going to keep going around. This is like the super easy step because everything just wants to go into place. It's already pre-folded. It's exciting. Okay, pause. Here's a kind of cool progress picture that now it looks like a butterfly, and then I'm kind of pressing it out as I go. Isn't this fun? Whoa. So now I could make it a butterfly the other way if I wanted. Make this into all kinds of things. Because now it just wants to go into place. So I'm closing it up, pressing it again. Okay. Now I'm going to try and take some interesting photos of it with my phone. Because it says, now at this point you're allowing it to relax. Isn't that just cool? Alright, I'm going to try and take some good pictures from, you know, on my little backdrop, which is just my sketchbook and then some paper. I'm going to set that on my laptop. And then, so easy. Like, you don't have to go anywhere. Just, your laptop is your desk. And then I'm going to try and do, like, again from above and see what the best angle is going to be. I'll show you that in just a minute. Okay, so let me just tell you all the things that I encountered there. I was showing you that I was using this as my backdrop, and it turned out to be not big enough. So I just took out some sheets out of my sketchbook. I started with one like this to photograph it on top of, and then I was seeing like the screen of my computer through it. So I just did a double, and that worked out pretty well, but I kind of like how the light is coming through the sculpture. So I'll show you what I got. I made a folder, let me get myself out of the way, on my desktop with all the pictures that I took. I took 8 pictures. I was just, you know, seeing how the light is working with the sculpture and things like that, and it's pretty fun. Okay, so that was the first one. Do you see how you can see my icons on my laptop? And then we had that one, this one, that one, that one, that one. I like that one a lot. I actually did have to tape one of my folds because I was a little too rough with it. So I had to put some tape on the back too. And I tried stretching it out a bit. Okay, so I think, let's see, which is my best. That's kind of cool, but I would have to straighten it. No, I'm ultra picky. Alright, I'm just going to pick one. I'm just going to go with this one. Okay. So open in Photoshop, and I think it looks pretty straight. Let's see what happens if I do brightness contrast. So I gotta move myself out of the way. Yeah, it's interesting. Oh, look at that. Cool. Okay, I like that. It's dramatic. So I'm going to save it as a JPEG. Doesn't want to let me. There we go. Alright, let's call this one paper sculpture. Okay. Alright, gonna get this all out of the way. And go back to my post. Okay, so I'm still in my post. And I'm gonna go underneath that image. So I've got my 3 progress steps. I'm gonna add the new one. And it is in my Art 127 folder that I just made, my paper sculpture folder. And it is called Vinyl Paper Sculpture. Okay, let's just check and make sure it made it down there. Oh yeah, very nice. Okay, so one thing I also ask that you would do, and this is going to be kind of like the same steps each week, is say a little bit about how things went for you. I mean, if it was a total disaster, you know, you can say that. Or if you had a really hard time and you had to start over, or you had to use tape, or like I did, or you had difficulty photographing and you didn't know how to edit, any troubles that you ran into with it, or if the materials were too expensive, or, you know, just anything you really want to say. And that, it helps us all like kind of be a community and work together. So I can just go blah, 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 what I want to say, you know, maybe 2 or 3 sentences, and then submit. So now I've got my post all done. And I'll end this video. Okay, so please just send me any messages that you have if you're having any trouble. Hopefully by tonight, since it's due tomorrow night at midnight, so I can help you. Yeah, I don't stay up till midnight on Sunday, so just so you know, I'll be going to bed around 8:30 like it's usual. All right, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.